confidence in Chicago this playoff season. Maybe it's because there's more in the air than Air Jordan. Bulls fans cheer names like Pippen, Grant, and King. And head coach Phil Jackson has combined youthful exuberance with crafty experience and has molded a team that is poised for a run at #1.
Head coach of the Chicago Bulls. Calling the game, Ed T. Rush, Bill Oakes, and Don Vaden. It's 3-on-2. Michael will pull up from 17. Of an inside game. They really don't have a great post-up player. Ricky Pierce will post up as a guard. Bulls lost the regular season opener to Milwaukee, then won the next 4 games. Jordan with the double clutch. Own rebound. And the foul. Jordan has 6, an opportunity for 7.
Del Harris wanted the traveling call. Let's watch him as he's going to have to double clutch this shot. Humphries having fallen down, allowing the penetration. There's the double clutch. He goes right in. Nobody there, of course, to screen him out. Came right back to him. Del Harris wanted the travel, but as you can see, there was no traveling on the part of Michael Jordan as he knocks in the free throw. I don't think Del Harris wants those type of shots that quickly.
The bounce pass from Jordan to Grant, who also gets fouled. He plays center or power forward. He comes in for Cartwright. Jordan has missed his last 3. Won't bother him.
Michael Jordan from Heartbreak.
Charge to Scottie Pippen. Grant got a hold of that, and King came down with it as Pippen did. He's got Jordan for the jam. On this floor went down at 3 o'clock, so that's really what's causing the problem. Jordan open for the jumper off the glass. Jordan has 13 points. Humphrey sees the opening, lost the ball. Hodges between his legs to Jordan. No, that brought the crowd up.
Well, there you see the lost ball as Humphries made a good penetration move. Now watch Craig Hodges. He knows Michael's there, through the legs of the trailing Michael Jordan, who has no problem laying that one up in there.
Look at the defense. They've got Jordan posted over Robertson. And Jordan has 17. That's his 5th rebound to go with 17 points. Been a while since Michael scored, however. Maybe now. Hands it off to Grant. Jordan with the penetration. He'll get an assist now, building toward a triple-double. The first of a doubleheader tonight. Second game, Houston at L.A. Jordan from 19. He has 19. Jordan. Lojas loses the handle on the ball. Ahead to Jordan. Nice feed from Pippen. Michael Jordan answers quickly, and he has 29. Only a minute old, and it's a 3-point Bulls lead. Jordan lost Pressey just long enough to take the 18-footer. Nice move by Jordan to with a V cut into the paint back out to the 18-foot mark. It's going to get down to it here. Bulls had led by 10, but the Bucks dug out of the hole now, so they're right into shooting range. Jordan, hard drive to the hole. He gets the foul and the basket. Jordan has 36 and has scored Chicago's last 12 points.
He's hurt, though, at least shaken up a little bit as he hits the baseline, drives in, gets the body contact, and hits the deck pretty hard. But
Jordan slipping on this floor. It has gotten better here in the second half. The fadeaway from Jordan. He was sliding backwards and to his left when he hit that jumper. And he has 38. Phil Jackson gets his first playoff win as a Chicago head coach.
For the Bucks, what they have to do is get it into a very slow-paced game, half-court game, and try to take advantage of some precision execution on the offensive end.
Bill Starr will toss it at center between Cartwright and Sigma, and the tenor comes to the sideline and saved by Pippen. Sigma three-pointer. Around and out, Morris Grant with the rebound. On the feed to Pippen.
That's the play I'm talking about, Greg. That's an athletic play. You know, the Bulls get going down there. Scottie Pippen has got great ability, and Michael just made a very difficult pass look easy. You know, I talked to you, you know, remember we were sitting around talking about that. I said Michael is interesting. He's a little bit like a father figure. Early in the game, he'll try to pass the ball, get Grant and Pippen and everybody else into the flow, and as long as that happens, then he doesn't have to force the offense. As soon as it stops, he becomes the offense.
Pippen, baseline. Freeze. That one off the mark, and going up high for it is Jordan. Down the lane, look at the look at Horace Grant. Sigma will have as bad a night collectively as they did Friday night. Jordan.
He shot it, turning around, coming back before it went in the basket. And of those 9, he had 4 offensive rebounds and was really active. And that's one of the things I thought hurt the Bucks as much as anything was hard on the offensive glass.
Jordan with the tip away and gets it back from Pippen. There's another steal credited to Jordan. Here comes Pippen. And that'll be an offensive foul. That will not count.
It looked good, though. I'll tell you that.
We'll take a timeout here and bring people down to earth. The Bulls lead it 18-8. For Jordan, who is 1-on-3 and puts it up.
I think he's a little warm, Greg. He's right here, and we had the angle right behind him. And Michael's shooting the ball and starting back down court before it even gets to the basket. So he must feel pretty good about the shot. The inside pressure off.
Under a minute to play now, 45 seconds to be exact, as Jordan works his way towards the baseline. Takeaway. The Bulls start the same 5. Jordan. Andy Brewer on January 4th has played very well. Here's Jordan. With 2 on him.
He got it real quick because Brad was coming from the backside to try to block that one.
The 11th Bucks turnover of the day. The Bulls have turned it over 10 times. Jordan into the lane, tied up by Pressey, and he got it back. Pippen, that's a 2-pointer, and he nailed it. That trip down court. Jordan to Grant, back to Jordan.
Oh, yeah, Michael's giving credit where it was due. Hard and Grant.
With Jordan trailing, and there's a foul. That basket doesn't count.
Yeah, but it looked good. 7 shots. They made 30 of them. They only took 66 shots in the entire game on Friday, so they clearly are starting getting more into the flow of what they want to do offensively.
Jordan just, and Jordan goes down hard, and he looks hurt.
Oh.
File, the Chicago trainer, immediately to his side. Several Milwaukee players converged on Michael Jordan as he drove.
Well, he takes it to the basket, and they get on top of the ball. That's what happens. And then right there, Cadillac Anderson has him, and he tried to grab him, but he couldn't hold on to him.
Another look at it, and it looks like his right arm and shoulder take the brunt as he hits the deck in the paint.
Boy, it really does, and it looks like, you know, as you said, that his shoulder did it. I think Anderson meant to give the hard foul, but he took his feet out from under Michael at the same time.
You saw Michael Jordan go down just before the commercial. During the break, he did get up, and he walked off the court by himself. They weren't saying much, but he did give a nod to the trainer that he was okay. They were rubbing his right leg, and that was the side that he fell on. We'll get over there and check it out a little bit further in just a minute. Back
as a rule, have controlled the tempo. That's why they're in the game.
1:05 to play in the game. Jordan, baseline. Oh, he got the bucket.
That's just what I talked about. As much as you can, you obviously keep the ball in Michael's hand and let him try to take it to the basket.
Jordan, they cleared out for him. He goes to the baseline. Oh. Timeout, Milwaukee. As Jordan, with points number 35 and 36, makes it a 4-point Chicago lead. Just under 37 seconds to go. The Chicago Bulls win it, and now Quinn, these two teams move back to Milwaukee.
Well, I think Milwaukee proved that they could be in, at least in the contest. They came out, were much more aggressive, and I look for them to play a much stronger game back in Milwaukee.
Well, for
Bradley Center in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. This game is not quite a sellout. They seat about 20,000 here at the new arena, one of the more beautiful arenas in the NBA. With the Bucks down 2-0, not a sellout here tonight. Posted Michael Jordan against Robertson. That one rattles home, and the Bulls have cracked the ice. Well, now he's 11 of 13. Jordan from Pippen. Pippen's averaging 11 assists a game in the playoffs.
He's been getting to handle the ball quite a bit, and of course, they have to handle it to be able to get the assist.
He got Pippen lost in the paint.
They need a big game from Fred.
Jordan misses it again. His own rebound, however, he doesn't miss that one from about 8 feet. And Michael Jordan has 8 points early. Shot clock down to 6 seconds. Michael against Alvin. 19. Jordan knew that one was going. Was already across the timeline when it went through the net. Karam. Behind the back pass. Pippen from Jordan to King, and the foul. It was all started by the nice pass from Jordan.
And right now the Bulls are really getting down the court quickly, getting into some early offensive opportunities.
Playing to a good start, and Pierce hasn't made much of a contribution offensively so far.
No, he hasn't. Look at one of the cute signs here in attendance. Speaks for itself.
Jordan alone over Roberts. Michael 6 out of 15 from the floor now. His Milwaukee lead was 6. They opened the game 6-0. Jordan to Cartwright on the screen and roll, and back to Jordan for the long-range bomb. Here's powers it into the paint. It's blocked by Grant. Here comes Jordan. Brought out the oohs and ahs.
He had to duck his head. I'm serious. Michael. Now watch, he's going to have to duck his head, at least it looked like to me, so he doesn't hit the board. Here he ducks it, and see, had to duck his head. He would have hit the backboard.
5 on the shot clock. Jordan fakes Pierce into the seats and hits the 18-footer, and Michael Jordan has 34. Jordan from 10 over Roberts. 5-4, 11 minutes remaining here at the Bradley Center. Jordan inside against Roberts, and that turnaround shot is unstoppable.
Now, Joe Crawford didn't say anything he didn't know.
Jordan from 19. 42 points for Michael Jordan. He has hit his last 5. Uh-oh. Shot clock to 8. Robertson. Play back on Jordan, so Michael just took it to the perimeter. He has 44 points tonight and has hit his last 6. Pierce for 3. Answers for Milwaukee, and that's only the second field goal of this quarter for the Bucks.
Marty.
As usual, we just count it. We take it for granted, like Jordan takes that jumper for granted. And Jordan has 46. He's hit his last 7, and I think the tired guards may have something to do with that.
Now the scary part about this is that the Bulls have Michael Jordan.
He's now isolated on Lowhouse, and Roberts steps up there. Jordan's going anyway, goes to the left hand. Unbelievable. 48 for Jordan.
advantage is working against him a little bit here. You figure he may have to miss a shot sooner or later.
He lost the handle on that dribble and lost the ball. Lohaus with the grab. And the Bucks have a 2-point lead with 1:56 seconds remaining in their season unless they can hold on to this lead. That's it. The Bucks 119 to 112 over Chicago. Del Harris and his staff. You saw Mike Dunleavy and Matt Calvin. Frank Hamlin did a great job of preparing for the Chicago Bulls here tonight.
Shot clock out front. Neely, left side Jordan. Michael goes baseline left, runs into a crowd, hands it to Neely, and Neely scoops on his block. Rebound tipped out of bounds by Milwaukee. It did hit the rim, didn't it? They should get a new 24. Michael's signal to come out. Phil's got to run and get somebody. Michael's hurt himself a little bit going under the basket. He needs to rest now. And Phil Jackson comes down saying, hey, they should get a new 24. That hit the iron. Jake O'Donnell agrees. Yes, a new 24 for the Bulls. Yeah. Meanwhile, Mark Feil looking at Michael Jordan over there on the Bulls bench. Jordan again. No good. Rebound tipped out to Jordan. Takes a 20-foot jumper and hits it. Michael Jordan has given the Bulls a 25-point lead. 4:50 left to go in the third. Mike lobs it into Jordan right of the lane. Michael Jordan against Grayer, dumps it left to Hodges. He fires good. Hodges spots up and throws it out to the left. Fail. Right. You don't get into your offense. You don't get into it at all. Michael Jordan in the Bulls front court. Shot clock at 10. Jordan almost fell down with the ball. Now he has it left side, gives it to Purdue. Will drives to the hoop, but he's fouled. Michael's limping. Got hit in the knee, I believe. He fell down with a dribble. It was a similar play that happened Tuesday when he lost the ball. Milwaukee ran out and got a dunk. Purdue splits the free throws. The Bucks have it in play. In the backcourt, Humphreys tracks down a loose ball, 3 seconds. Drives in the lane with a 10-footer blocked by Purdue, cleared by Grant. The Bulls finish strong in the third. They're up 24 with 12 minutes left. And bumped his left knee on the same play. He steps on Pierce's foot, turns the right ankle, and bumps the left knee. Now, we just saw Mark Feil, the previous timeout, Jim, re-wrap the left ankle. So Jordan right side, standing dribble, double teamed underneath Horace Grant. Back to Jordan, he shoots it right in the circle, good. Michael hits his shot on the right wing. About 10. 24 points for him. The Bulls lead is 22. Here's Jordan in the front court to the right. Paxton delivers wide left to Pippen. A free try by Scotty. Hold and Eddie Pippen with his second three of the game. So there's 30 remaining. What a lift Neely's giving him. Boy, Purdue in the first half, and Neely the entire game. On a blind pass from Michael Jordan, a look-away pass. Horace Grant a dunk. This game's over. 95-70 with 6:15 remaining. Michael Jordan going out. This is close to a cigar you'll see lit by the Bulls. Michael goes out with 25 points tonight. And more importantly, the Bulls showing the determination and the grittiness of a team that has a chance to go a long way in the playoffs. Armstrong driving down the lane, lays it in with 3.5. Bulls come in, play to Sanders, and this series is over. The Bulls take out Milwaukee in 4, winning this one big, big, big. Coach, congratulations. Rookie coach, they say pressure is awful big on you in the playoffs. You handled this one well. You won in a 4-game series.
Johnny, the guys just played terrific basketball. That was a defensive standout game. Guys denied the lane, made them shoot in the outside, absorbed the foul, made the tough shots. I thought it was a great effort by our guys. Just a terrific effort all the way around.
Michael rolled his left ankle, then he rolled his right, hurt his knee. How's his health?
Well, hopefully we'll get 3 days off here. We'll be able to get him going. He said he's all right. He'll be fine.
It's kind of nice to sit back. Cleveland won tonight, so it'll be a 5-game series for them with Philadelphia. Any favors?
None at all. We'll take who comes, Johnny.
Congratulations. I'll let you get back to the locker room, Coach. Thanks. A great win. Phil Jackson visiting with me. His first win in a first series.
There's some real electricity, particularly more than I expected for game 1 in a series.
Well, I think that there's such expectation in this series between 2 different teams. So much is said about Philadelphia and their rugged style compared to Detroit. You know, Ricky Mahorn coming over and the matchups. It'll be interesting to see how these teams get started.
They've got Jordan posting up. He dishes to Grant to Cartwright. It's blocked. Cartwright follows and gets the lay-in. He got help. They move it easily to Cartwright for the baseline jumper. Zeminski rebound. Stolen by Jordan. For the three.
Well, you just can't talk enough about Michael Jordan. First of all, a great steal, a three-point shot. Here's a guy who's got 2 sprained ankles and a sore knee, so he'll probably get about 50 tonight. Bound underneath their own basket.
Philadelphia only 1 out of 4 from the floor. Jordan open. Past Hawkins, who didn't get there in time. Michael Jordan already punishing them. 9-4 Chicago. 9:15 to go, first quarter. There's Jordan down posted inside against Hawkins again. Jordan has a quick 7.
What Philadelphia needs to do, get themselves back together defensively.
Now Hawkins pounding on Jordan, but Jordan just turns around and lays it in right at his face. He has 9. Jordan is 4 out of 4.
Michael has respect for Hawkins. Last year as a rookie, he destroyed him. He watched 2 tapes of him against Cleveland. He has respect for him. Therefore, Michael is coming out and playing him very tough early. Time.
Dawkins splits the double team, gives it to Barkley, who's fouled from behind by Michael Jordan. Barkley saying, I'm not used to having that happen.
Well, right now, this Chicago team is the aggressor. Johnny Dawkins with a great play here. Charles Barkley surprised here. He thinks he's got the tomahawk dunk, and Michael comes in from behind. Actually, a pretty clean play. Looks like Michael maybe got him in the head with his elbow. But you can see right now that Chicago is not going to give up easy baskets. They're going to make the 76ers earn them at the free throw line.
There's the pick from King. Barkley draws.
Oh, man.
Jordan, who lobs it into King after the switch.
Boy, Michael, I don't know how he found Stacey King.
With 4 on the shot clock, Michael Jordan, he has 11. 10-point Bulls lead. Jordan open from 18 over Anderson. Jordan has 13.
That's the shot, though, that Philadelphia wants him to make. If they can keep him on the perimeter, keep him off the free throw line.
Bulls by 7. Jordan just weaved his way through everybody. He's 7 out of 12, has 15 points. Pass now 7 on the shot clock. 5. Jordan shooting on the run. He has 17. And a near steal. Saved by Hawkins to Brooks, back to Hawkins. And it's blocked by Jordan. They're calling the foul on him. Jordan is ubiquitous tonight. That's 2 personals on Michael.
Does that mean he's everywhere?
Exactly. That Illinois State education is coming through once again, Douglas. But he's not shooting well either. He was 3 of 6 in the first half. Michael Jordan threads through the forest and gets the jam. It's a 10-point Bulls lead. Timeout, Philadelphia. 6:26 to go in the third.
And then this is Michael Jordan here in the open floor. Just a tremendous play. When he gets in the open floor like that, you better get 2 guys converging on him because you just cannot contain him. He's so quick and strong. That not go. Philadelphia, those are the ones they've got to clean up those penalty rebounds.
Look at that lob to Jordan from Pippen.
Well, Philadelphia went through that in their game shoot-around today. Michael with the lob. The first time they ran the play, he stepped out for the jump shot. You got to force him away from the basket. All right, now watch Hawkins. He's worried about the screen, and Michael with a little bump, and Charles Barkley there is not stepping in again.
Pippen from the corner doesn't get it. Long rebound to Cartwright, knocked away by Zeminski, but inside, Jordan hammers it through and floors Barkley. It's like a heavyweight knockdown. That reminds me of Buster Douglas and Mike Tyson. That shocked everybody.
And also inspired his team. This is power basketball right here. Michael Jordan goes up and boom. The slam dunk, and then he looks down at Charles Barkley. Normally Barkley's doing the dunking and looking down.
Hawkins now with 4 fouls.
See if Michael Jordan gets a jump shot off this little sideline out of bounds play.
Here he comes, weaving his way through a screen out to the top on the drive. Got Hawkins back on his heels, and Michael Jordan now has 28. As though the Bulls have the control of this game, and it's a 3-point game.
That's what we've been saying since the early in the game. There's Michael in the post again. That's where he's his best.
Over the double team and the foul. Let's see if it's Mahorn or Hawkins. Now 3.
They finally get it to Michael. That's a smart move.
With 2, he buries the jumper, of course. Jordan with 33 points tonight. Paxson almost lost the handle there.
I tell you, a guy who's hit big shots, and be aware of John Paxson. If Johnny Dawkins leads him, Paxson is a guy who will make the big shot.
With 6 on the shot clock, Jordan pulls up.
He'll make a few too.
You always mean, we have to say, we always mean in addition to.
That's
Jordan.
right. The Cartwright, 13 points, 11 rebounds. That front line manhandled Philadelphia tonight. Philadelphia is going to have to take a day off and make some adjustments, but that front line from Philadelphia must meet the challenge.
Jordan throws up the 3 and finds nothing but the cord. And Jordan has 39 points as the clock winds down and this ball game is over, and Jordan's at his league-leading playoff average as the Bulls win game 1.
I think Charles Barkley must set the tone in the first period for his ball club. The other day he came out a little slow. His team reacted the same way.
And we are just about set to get it underway from Chicago. Bulls will have a chance to get on the board first.
Look for the Michael Jordan to be posted again early against Hersey Hawkins. The Bulls went to that, were very effective in the first quarter.
Right over to Scottie Pippen, looks inside, gives it to Michael. The first points of the night belong to Michael Jordan. Jordan on him. His first jump of the night won't go, so he has missed his first one. Here come the Bulls on the run. Paxson dishes it off to Michael for 3. Down low it comes to Michael. His turnaround jumper goes.
Bring it down.
Mahorn trying to back in against Cartwright. Turnaround shot won't go. Nothing but Bulls around the boards that time.
I still think it's important to get Mahorn some shots like that against Bill Cartwright.
And Michael is having himself a hot first. Cartwright working on Kaminsky. Almost lost the ball. Now does lose it. Gets it back. Out it comes to Michael. Michael gets past everybody. Tries. In this first quarter tonight, we are tied at 20. Oh, what a pass to Michael Jordan for 2 more. Scottie Pippen sends it down to Michael. He's double teamed, gets the shot away anyway, and this one falls for him. That Chicago kind of stalled right now. They're playing a lot of half court.
Well, Chicago right now, the team they have on the floor really might.
There's the turnover taken away by Michael. Michael made 7 of his first 11 field goals, missed 6 of his last 7. Fed it off that time to Horace Grant. Kaminsky with 10 on the night. Paxson puts it into Cartwright. He finds Michael. Michael over Hawkins.
Out there, it's already back now to a 9-point ball game, so good timeout.
It was a 5-point game, and the timeout was called. Michael spins through the lane for 2 more.
Chicago with a chance to pull back within 7.
4:35 remaining. Jordan operating in the paint. Hits the short jumper. He has 6 in the quarter. He has 25 in the night.
Shots are falling, so they're shooting them more.
72-65 Philadelphia. Michael over Mahorn. 2 more. He is warming up. He has 8 in the quarter. 27 on the night. 72-65. Bulls down by 5. A chance to get within 3 here. It comes into Jordan. 2 more. 22nd timeout called by Philadelphia. It's a 3-point game. 77-73. Less than a minute to play in the third. Hawkins from the top of the circle. No. Rebound Paxson.
That's his first open jump shot out of the offense that he's had.
Michael.
Nightmare. Michael Jordan in the open court.
And Mahorn really nailed Michael. And here we go.
That's the first thing you were waiting to see. Who was going to take the first foul? Hard foul on Michael Jordan. That's really the first time in this series that a hard foul has been taken, and they call a technical foul on Ricky Mahorn, and I think maybe also against Stacey King. Darryl Garrison going over to tell Stacey King, enough of it. Don't come in here and get anything started.
We'll take another look at it.
And here's Ricky Mahorn. He goes up strong to take the foul on Michael Jordan. Michael goes down. Here's the play. Mahorn with a push on King. King comes starting to be short. Is fatigue a factor? Johnny Dawkins played the entire ball game. Hersey Hawkins has been out very little. Remember, Michael's well rested.
And he has a chance for a three-point play. .36 for Jordan in the game.
The difference in the game right now, Chicago's getting these kind of baskets. Things going to the hoop. Michael Jordan there with a beautiful shot. Only he can make that one now, Pete.
Chicago up by 3. Michael takes it over Hersey Hawkins and nails it. Go, but the rebound pulled away by Cartwright. Back to Michael Jordan. Nope. 2 misses by Jordan that trip. Mahone the rebound. Sixers on the run. Trying to get back within 3, but there's Michael again.
How in the world did he save that ball?
How did he get down there so quick?
He's still not out of the crowd yet. He's to get to the foul line.
The screen set by Cartwright. Frees Michael for 2 more. He has 41 points. Points in this quarter, 23 in the game. It's a 1-point game with 1:18 to go.
We got to give the kid his just due. He's bounced back and played very well after getting totally manhandled by Michael in game 1. There's he in the post. There he is.
They get it to him. He operates along the baseline. A couple of those incredible moves of his for 2 more. Michael hits the first free throw. He has 44 points tonight, 10 in this quarter. He has the last 7 Chicago points. Bulls leading it by 4. 33.7 seconds remaining.
Pete, if Chicago wins this basketball game, you're going to have to point to 2 people and some time. You're going to talk about Armstrong and Stacey King and the minutes that Bill Jackson was able to buy with Michael Jordan sitting on the bench.
Timeout, Philadelphia, with 33.7 remaining. Pippen for 3. Barkley gets it, but the game is over. And the Chicago Bulls have defeated the Philadelphia 76ers. 101-96 to go 2 games up in this best-of-7 series, which now will move to the Spectrum in Philadelphia. And the man of the hour is Michael Jordan. 11 points in the 4th quarter, 45 points in the ball game. A 101-96 final. And Michael Jordan has done it again, 45 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists in the game. And he has joined us live. And we're going to go right now to Michael Jordan. Michael, congratulations. Another tremendous effort. Tell us what you felt was the keys to tonight's victory.
Well, I think we came out in the 3rd quarter and really initiated everything. We was a little, I guess, sluggish in the first half. And I think the 3rd quarter we kind of picked up things defensively and caught them back on their heels, and then we just kept the pressure on the whole game.
Michael, a couple things I thought were interesting. First of all, you played the entire 3rd quarter. Normally you get a little bit of a rest. B.J. Armstrong, Stacey King, real big production. You bought some time and we came back fresh. Oh,
that was really a big surprise for us. We expect those guys to give us a little bit in the playoffs. They're very nervous. They're adapting to the situations that surrounding them. And Stacey came in, got some good post-up positions. B.J. looked very aggressive out there, and we need that contribution from out there.
Another sequence I thought was important. I thought late in the ball game, you wanted the ball in the post. They didn't look for you. You ended up with 3 outside jumpers. The critical play, you got it in the post and scored. I thought that was real key.
Hershey was giving me great post-up position all night, and even last game. And, I always felt I could get that position, and either I could pass it, draw the attention, and get an open shot for someone, or I can take the advantage of my height and my ability to score.
Well, Michael, you never cease to amaze us. Great game. We'll take it back to Pete, and you go in and get your shower. Thanks for coming out.
Take care, Pete.
Out-rebounded them at the offensive board, 24-15 in the 2 games.
A terrific shot by Michael Jordan. 3-point attempt, and this one right down the heart of the basket.
Good defense by the Sixers.
Here is Pippen. Now he whips to Jordan. And a 2-pointer that time. 8 points for Jordan. Turnover.
Watch for 3s.
Right on target. Jordan now with 12. Jordan, and he'll get a free throw out of it as well.
That's the first time Michael's really gotten all the way to the hoop.
Jordan now runs off the screen from Cartwright and hits the open jumper. is what the Bulls would prefer, a half-court game like this, and their great athletic ability enables them to play great defense and create things like this. All of a sudden, a 20-point game for Jordan. And there's the ball, and there's the quick turnaround, and there's the finish.
Michael Jordan.
That's the unstoppable move of Jordan when he just takes a couple of dribbles and fires off that dribble. All the way himself for three, and he's got it. 28 points now for Jordan. 579. 8:25 to go. Almost thrown away, and now it's picked off by the Bulls. That's back-to-back occasions now when the Sixers have been careless, and Neely will finish off the layup, and Jimmy Lynam nearly walks to the basket to call a timeout. 95-81, 8:16 to go, and we'll be back right after this. A little too strong.
You've got to make those.
And a breakout here.
Oh my.
Hawkins turning around in disbelief, but the foul is called, and 30 points now for Michael Jordan. He'll have a chance for one more.
Guys open.
Jordan fakes by Ron Anderson, leaning in and floating in the air. 33 for Jordan.
Decision. Jump in the air to make a pass. Seldom pays off for you.
And right back the other way.
0 for 2. Foot on the line.
It's now again the lead back to 12. Hawkins had 3 on 3 and then wisely backs it up. Here's a steal. You could see it coming. Michael J. Won this time by the Bulls. Michael Jordan. Great pass. King, and it's now a 10-point game. 108-98. The Sixers won a timeout.
There is one score. Good pass by O'Hawk
to Jaminski, and he missed the layup. Intimidated perhaps by Jordan, who comes back firing the other end. Gets 3, and we are now down to 10 once again. 2:40 to go. All right, here come the Bulls. Jordan and Armstrong. Jordan breaks right by and scores. Now he's got 42.
42 quiet points.
The lead is at 10. The clock is at 2 minutes.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. 2 minutes.
The alley-oop, and there he is. Hang gliding. Down to single digits now for the first time since early in the first quarter. Formed on and grabbed by Neely. The pressure applied by the Bulls has completely changed the course of this game here in the fourth quarter for 3. How about a 113-110 game with 54 seconds left? And Michael Jordan rising to the new levels once again. 47 points. He wanted this one from the moment he got the ball.
B.J. Armstrong giving it back to Michael, plants his feet and fires, nothing but net.
Jordan squares up and high off the glass. The rebound, Barkley, he breaks away and is fouled. The 20th rebound of the game. For 3. For 2.
Michael Jordan.
49 points.
7 seconds left.
Ed Neely to inbound. The Bulls need a pair of 3s.
There's one.
Attempt. And this will be history now. And game 3 belongs to the 76ers. And the series goes 2 for Chicago, 1 for the 76ers. The final score, 118-112.
The veteran, of course, Bill Oakes and Jack Lees.
Well, Barkley has to not let the double teams that were so effective in Chicago take the ball out of his hands. He did not do that on Friday night. Very awfully difficult to double team.
Jordan over Hawkins, and Michael Jordan getting off early. Key matchup for Chicago. Horace Grant on Barkley, and King being defended by Mahorn. Jordan
always a key person, period. Michael Jordan with 4 points in the early going, and it's an 8-4 Philadelphia lead. Chicago much prefers an up-tempo game. Jordan to King.
King, the power forward, out on the wing, and that's a good sign for the Bulls. What a surprise. Kaminsky usually effective in this series from 18 feet. Now he's scoring inside.
Jordan. A concentrated effort on Jordan's part, concerted effort to get off in the first quarter, unlike Friday night where he coasted through the first 2 quarters. Neely into the lineup now for the Chicago Bulls, replacing Stacey King, and Jordan comes over to block Barkley's shot. And Horace Grant aggressively on the boards. This is Michael.
Great move by Jordan, a little double pick up high, so on the up quick, Jordan just gets into the cut. Boy, they really need his outside shooting on that rotation of any kind of double teaming of Barkley.
Jordan. You wonder how this guy maintains his stamina as long and as well as he played on Friday night. He comes right back and takes matters in his own hand in the first quarter. Bill Cartwright, Michael Jordan, and Horace Grant, the 5 for the Bulls. Jordan. Michael Jordan with 12 points in the first half, 6 of 13 from the field, playing within the rules. He and Barkley both have said that. Jordan loses the ball. This is Dawkins, 3-on-2 to Barkley, traveling. And Michael Jordan comes down and just to make a statement, grabs that ball with both hands. That shot by Charles Barkley. From down low, he has only 2 points, didn't score a point in game 3. Jordan strips Percy Hawkins. And is hammered by Rick Mahorn, so a graphic indication of the no layup rule that Philadelphia has instituted for this series.
And you know what Michael Jordan did after the hit? Blew a big bubble with his bubble gum. Didn't bother him, really.
He understands
Step up to the line.
Now, Jordan had indicated to our Jim Gray that he didn't grow up playing basketball this way out there on the clay courts. He said, we play more finesse ball. Rick Mahorn had a nice response for him.
He said he's got to play. He should have grown up in the city. That's where you learn all this other stuff.
Well, Jordan learned everything else from somebody from Mars, indeed, because he is definitely in a world all his own. Michael Jordan dropping in his 19th point. King. Stacey King and Tommy, I tell you, that move really does look good. He goes up under control. He said he had been rushing the shots. Jordan. Michael Jordan answering right back.
But he's only got a couple more weeks. You think he could survive a couple of more weeks?
After 32 years.
Jordan. What a play by Jordan. And Percy Hawkins looking for a jump shot, and he just whisked right by him with the finger roll.
And Charles Barkley does what he just did to rookies and veterans alike. And Michael Jordan, equal opportunity abuser.
In that pressing defense, his quickness at the quick forward spot would have been a real plus. Plus his offensive ability.
And Ed Neely showing some offensive ability as he bulls his way in for the score.
Here's Jordan. They go and double team him, and Barkley's just saying to himself, well, it's Ed Neely. Well, Ed Neely is smart enough to step in when the opportunity is there and make layups.
Hawkins, speed advantage over Neely. Can't capitalize. Jordan with the rebound. 5 rebounds for Michael Jordan. B.J. Armstrong back to Jordan for 3. And Jordan, as if he hasn't been warm already, has just dropped in his 30th point, under 10 to play. Jordan, over top of everyone.
Well, what do you do on a play like that? He just simply out-leaped everybody. There's nobody up there with him to stop him.
By the veteran from Vanderbilt.
And don't forget, he's playing against a guy who is a great rebounder. His job is not to get rebounds himself, but to make Barkley impotent on the board, to keep him off the board.
And Jordan, King, Grant, Cartwright.
And B.J. Armstrong, the 5 for Chicago. But it's Michael Jordan's show today. Michael Jordan drops in his 36th point, and Chicago out to its biggest lead in the ball game, 99-92.
Barkley defending Jordan.
He's got Jordan out high. Jordan with the quickness advantage. And he uses it and capitalizes on it. Michael Jordan gives Chicago a 4-point lead.
Barkley up challenging him. Quick step around, and his speed, Barkley has to release him. Lifts one man on one side of the basket, but the other side of the hoop wide open. That's what he does. Breaks you down. And in fact, they've got the speed advantage at 4 positions right now.
Philadelphia has a foul to give, but not like that as Michael Jordan goes over top of Mike Jaminski. And Jaminski with the foul. So Michael Jordan.
Well, right now, he's going out. Barkley trying to defend this man. Mahorn tries to step up and double him. No way. Jaminski trying to get that quick. See you later.
Little attempt. And that'll do it. As Chicago moves out to a 3-1 lead in this Eastern Conference semifinal series between Chicago and Philadelphia.
Michael Jordan, without Scottie Pippen, would you have thought you guys could have won this game?
Well, I thought we could. I think we had to get some play from other players. I think and when you miss a key player like that, someone has to step in there and make up for the loss. And Ed Neely, Stacey King, BJ, all 3 of those guys stepped up and gave us some support.
You spoke and we spoke after the game on Friday night about the physical play and how you didn't like it. You were able to put that out of your mind today. How were you able to do that? Well,
you got to expect it to a certain extent. You got to play your game. You know they're going to try to play a physical game, but our game is not physical. We got our own identity as a team, and we go out and we try to do that each and every night. And we have to alter it to a certain extent, but we don't want to get out of our identity. And I don't even think about it. When I go into the middle, I know I'm gonna get hit, and I got to get the shot off.
Okay, Michael, thank you very much. Congratulations. 45 points for Michael Jordan. They go back to Chicago up 3-1.
Stacey King got double teamed. The ball was blocked.
Michael gets involved and gets 2 more. Philadelphia 5 out of 10 from the field. Chicago only 2 out of 7. There's Michael. 3 out of 8 now. Jordan early tonight, try to get a little more involved. Jordan for 2 more. Jordan involved. Percy Hawkins, who has had some assignment this series, trying to guard that man. Michael Jordan. Rebound pulled away by Grant. Grant off to Paxson. Paxson front court, runs the Chicago break to Michael. Nobody finishes the break any better than that. Outlet pass to Barkley behind the back, stolen by Jordan. Jordan starts it up the other way. To Scottie Pippen. 2. It's a 1-point Philadelphia lead. Around the pick set by Cartwright. Around it again. Into the paint. Fall away jumper. Goes to Michael. He has 12 in the first quarter. Scottie Pippen looking for Michael. Finds him. Michael is left uncovered. And you never win when you do that. 14 points for Michael Jordan.
And notice how much daylight there is between Hawkins and Jordan. There's no way that he's going to have a chance to control him, particularly when the stroke is as true as it is on the outside.
Michael Jordan the rebound. Pulls up, hits the 15-footer. Philadelphia by 1 under a minute to go in the half. Underneath Michael. Jordan delayed, back to Chicago.
Chicago reloads for another opportunity.
Only 6 turnovers for the Sixers. Michael Jordan, 23 points. Another rebound for Horace Grant, his 5th. Off to Michael Jordan. For 3. 26 points for Jordan. Chicago leads by 7. Another turnover. Paxson to Jordan. Listen to this place. Jordan has Anderson on. He'll take the jumper over him and hit it. 30 points for Michael. See if they give Michael a breather here. If he's able to convert here, Stacey King for 2 more. Stacey King has assist Michael Jordan that time.
They ended up turning the ball over with the foul.
Stacey King to B.J. Armstrong. Short. There's Michael for two more. 33 for Jordan.
For the 76ers, they get the scoring opportunities that they want. Kaminsky gets that one, but again, it's from the outside.
So, Anderson. Looks like he's turned it up a notch in this fourth quarter, as he's been doing throughout this series. Chicago with a 10-point lead. 95-85, Michael.
Our officiating crew today, Jake O'Donnell, Bill Oakes, and Wally Rooney. James Edwards and Bill Cartwright will jump at center. Detroit has owned Chicago all but 6 times. The last 28 times these two have met in 2 minutes. It's zip-zip. Pippen, double team from Lambeer. Back to Jordan for 3. Got it. The drought is broken. 1 of 7 from the field. Pistons are 2 of 8. So cold shooting or good defense by both teams. Continuation foul. Count the basket.
Well, on that play, Vern, you can take your pick. It was good defense there, and it certainly wasn't cold shooting. Michael Jordan's about to warm it up. But again, you see Dennis Rodman step over a bit too late. If the Jordan rules hold true, Rodman should step over the Jordan rules.
That got Chuck Daly off the bench because he didn't think it should have been called on Dumars. Now they've changed it, we are told, and it's on Lambeer. So, defensive player in the NBA. We asked Joe Dumars, how do you defend Michael Jordan?
First of all, I try to deny him the ball as much as possible. I figure, you know, can't score if he doesn't have it. And second, when he does have it, I don't do anything extra special. I rarely get steals. I rarely block shots. I just try to position myself and make him take as tough a shot as possible. Just try to make him work as hard as possible. Put some body on him. You know, basic things. It's nothing fancy. You can't do anything fancy with him.
As so often happens among great athletes, there's a mutuality of respect among Dumars and Jordan. As a matter of fact, they became very good friends at the All-Star game in Miami this year when Michael invited Joe and his wife up to his room, and the 2 couples became friends. He said that friendship will no doubt flourish long after their respective careers are concluded. Here's Jordan. Pump fakes over Dumars, finds the pass, ran inside.
Well, that was to attack against the pressure.
Alley-oop. Jordan, trouble controlling it. No trouble putting it in. Jordan, Benny Johnson has come in the lineup now, and he is guarding Jordan. There's Michael. Got it. Michael.
Shoulders low and past you and goes up. Very difficult for a postman to guard him.
Now look at the triple team as Sally and Rodman collapsed on Jordan, and Jordan is still down. Michael is on the floor. Here's Sally underneath. Shot no good. Jordan just now getting to his feet, but limping badly.
How physical Detroit plays defense. Here, 3 guys sandwich Michael Jordan. He puts it up. Now Michael Jordan goes down. He's in obvious pain. And here from another angle, we see the 3 guys in the lane, and they want to seal him away from the basket. But being in such obvious pain, as the ball went down on the other side, Jordan gets back up. Here again, the implementation of the Jordan rules. 3 guys are going to be around him at every turn, particularly when he's about to shoot the ball.
Michael, 2 more. First 2 of the quarter. He's got 16.
Open floor. Open floor situation. Michael Jordan, as he comes up limping again. The Jordan rules don't apply when there's an open floor. People have to get to him, and Detroit's very slow in doing so.
Rodman and Jordan this time. Blocking foul, Dennis Rodman. Now by Jake O'Donnell, to the dismay of this sellout crowd. And Jordan's on the floor again.
Well, as I mentioned before, Dennis Rodman, being the great defensive player he is, has a tendency to flop. He goes to the well much too often right there. Gets his feet tangled up with Michael Jordan.
You noticed the deficiency in his play, or a dropped element of it?
Well, no, certainly when he gets his hands on the ball.
No, there's
like
the answer.
Now, and we'll see here.
Thank you.
Michael Jordan would be in trouble on defense right now.
In the corner, B.J. Armstrong. Jordan, there's the triple on Jordan, and he goes right over Thomas and Rodman and Dumars.
And, you know, that little salve that you rub on little hurts.
course you do. Michael Jordan's three-pointer at the buzzer. Watch the mid-air adjustment, Len Elmore.
Well, again, we mentioned reaction on defense. When you're on offense, you're creating. You don't have any pain.
Grant back to Jordan. Gets caught in mismatch in Kansas' first basket of this half. 23 points. Michael Jordan with 28. What a matchup. And there they are. 2 more for Jordan. That equals his playoff average. Here's Jordan at the other end. Kisses the glass and gets 2. He's got 7.5 now and 33 in the ball game.
The effort defensively.
Isaiah Thomas. Right now the lead is 10. Isaiah Thomas cuts through 2 men, doesn't get the roll, but the follow is there from John Sally.
Get the ball to some other people, to get some other people involved in the offense. I thought that was going to happen in this case.
Michael Jordan misses the 3 at the end. The final score, Detroit wins it by 86-77 as they hold Chicago to 39% from the field for the game.
Michael gets between 2 defenders. A bump in the lane from Rodman on the shot stops it. But Worm will get a foul. Paxson in the lane to King. Stacey King powers it up. No. Michael Jordan fires it back up when it falls. In a crowd. Off to Grant. Rodman with a knockaway. Isaiah's got it. Driving on Jordan. Michael Jordan somehow tapped it away. Here's Paxson trying for 3. It's through. We're about halfway through the second quarter. Michael Jordan against Vinny. Alley-oop to Pippen, and he got it down. He beat Aguirre. Gives to Grant. Now Paxson has it in the corner. Top side now to Jordan. He's Dumar's job right now. Michael sends it and scores it.
George, what we've seen here with the downshifting of personnel for Chicago is a compliment to the Piston defensively there.
And a great pass as well. Nobody near Grant. He shoots a layup. Pippen handles the ball. Jordan against Dumars, backs him in, wheels, deals. He's 3 out of 9 from the field.
Something that if the Pistons let down, the Bulls are the kind of team that can get right back in it, and they're doing it.
Jordan fades, fires. Uh-oh, if you're a Detroit fans.
Chuck Daly's going to have to get a timeout right now.
Grant out to Jordan.
See, Michael's starting to move better with the basketball now.
He lost that one, but it worked out all right. Grant comes up with it and lays it.
The basketball game with a 3-pointer. And Michael Jordan still is relatively quiet.
He just got a little noisy. It's a 1-point game, 61-60. Jordan heads the other way. We're getting down to cases here. 4 minutes left in the third. Great pass, Grant. And then he got popped in the face. And the ball game is over. Detroit wins the game 102-93. They take a 2-0 lead in the series. Game 3 of the confrontation will be Saturday at 1 o'clock Eastern time. The game will be played at the Chicago Stadium.
Downstairs here in the Chicago locker room area, as the players came out, Michael Jordan came by, didn't say a word, but he smiled big. I did stop Craig Hodges. He said, "Hey, Tim, we're ready. We're loose." Michael talked, not motivational, just normally. The coaches had a different demeanor. They want to stop the early Detroit run out. They have to stop them early on the transition. They want more offensive boards. Upstairs, more than 19,000 await the fate of Chicago.
Chicago in white control. Dumars in the paint. Lane Beer with Grant in his face. Grant really came at him, and that affected Lane Beer. So now the Bulls with a chance to tie it up. Jordan goes right around Dumars, and a beautiful move. His hip must be okay.
That was sensational. Grant has really been challenging the release of at least 3 shots, forcing them into misses.
Jordan hits a 3.
Center position, and King at big forward.
Jordan coming off the screen. 7 points for Jordan.
Chicago can't get away, Dick, from the fact that they attacked the basket. There you go.
Jordan. Like going through a minefield that time.
Michael Jordan the rebound and a chance to cut the lead to 2. And he does. Oh. 11 now for Michael.
He was determined. And Chicago must cut it down.
We'll give you the scoring in a second. Jordan gets another chance to score. Jordan has 18 points to lead the Bulls.
Posting up against Dumas, Jordan.
See, that's been there for them today.
Jordan off balance. Doesn't matter.
That's a highlight. That's a highlight film shot. Come on now.
Lead is 12 for the Pistons. 4.5 to play in the third. See, the crowd didn't explode on that shot by Jordan. They see what's happening. Jordan in the corner. He's doing everything he can, that's for sure.
His whole life, he's a scorer.
Jordan goes up, gets the basket and the foul.
As soon as he got fouled, he regrouped for that shot.
Isaiah Thomas commits the foul. He leads Detroit with 26 points. Jordan open hits the jumper. As Stacey King sits down.
Yeah, but you got 7.5 to go.
Michael Jordan breaks the tie. 34 points matches his Game 1 output in this series.
See, he just focuses in on the board. If you get in his way, he's going to move you.
And Jordan hits again. 2-point basket. Michael's fine. He should never talk to people other than his teammates again.
Get within your offense.
Winding down for 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Jordan. It's good and a foul.
They got Rodman now on Michael.
Pippen.
He's pushing that in. You have to call that. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Bernie Fryer was right there, and that'll be the 14th foul against Detroit. 4 on Rodman.
Hey, now you watch down inside. See, Rodman is there. Now watch him. There you go. See, he hit. He went right underneath Michael with his leg, forcing him to lose his balance.
Pistons have no more fouls to give.
All right, this is the big matchup now.
Rodman on Jordan and the offensive foul. And that's a good call by Dick Pavetta.
Now 1 for 1.
Jordan goes in.
Uh-oh, Jordan sprained his ankle. Yes,
40 points for Michael Jordan.
He came down, yes.
The Bulls want a timeout.
Now watch how he knifes his way down inside. He's off balance, but now as he comes down, he came down, I'm pretty sure, right on Grant's foot. At least that's the way it looked from that angle.
Add to that 9 rebounds and 5 assists, and it's a typical Jordan game. So where are the Jordan rules? John Sally, who's got 5 fouls, is checked in for the Pistons.
This is Jordan at 1-1 now.
Rodman won't give an inch. He hits the deck. So does Rodman and Lane Beer, and a foul against Detroit. It may be Rodman. And Lane Beer gets his 6th foul. It's against Lane Beer.
Now watch how he blows by. Here comes Lambier into your picture, see? The ref says that he was moving. He was definitely there.
Thomas looking for the steal against Armstrong.
They're trying to get Michael Jordan down inside on the post-up.
8 seconds on the shot clock now. Jordan lost the ball for a second, but now the clock is running down.
3.
Jordan for 3.
Now watch Michael here just take this shot, and as it splashed, as he runs through, catch the motion. Yes, Michael.
Pippen has the edge in size by about 4 inches. Controlled by Detroit. They'll call the time. Their last timeout, and now they can set up the 3-point shot to tie.
That's why they're the world champions, because you never have it down until the clock's read 0-0.
Now remember, Detroit, no timeouts left. Chicago, this will be interesting. Are they going to play the guy out of bounds? Yes, Scottie Pippen is coming out here, a taller man than Aguirre. Now everyone else defensively must be alive. Pippen laying off.
Aguirre will inbound. No more timeouts. Aguirre fires a three, and it's off the mark. Rebound, Jordan. And they're going to foul him with 2.1, and he can nail it down with the free throws.
That's all. See, Michael is going to get a lot of acclaim today for offensively, but defensively, he's been magnificent.
He's had some big games in the past before the Jordan rules went into effect, and he has a huge game today. And the Bulls win it, and now trail 2-1. 107-102 is the final score, and right now, here's Tim Brandt.
Michael, your reaction. Down the stretch, you guys played much stronger than in game 1 and 2, and you were outstanding with 35.
Well, we played very physical. I think our guys kept our poise. You know, Detroit made a run. We knew they would. But we did all the right things down the stretch. We hit some key shots, and you know, really went our way down the stretch.
I saw you talking to Scotty and Ed Neely and telling them all the way down the stretch, way to play harder.
We are. We must play harder. We got to have faith in ourselves. You know, I felt the last game we were kind of disunified, and we didn't do anything together. In this game, we unified ourselves and certainly played very united.
Congratulations, sir.
Jordan. They got this crowd going early today.
It's very difficult, you know, to continue hitting at a high degree of proficiency.
Here's Pippen. Foul, basket counts. A single on Jordan with Dumars, and he fires over him just as he did on Saturday.
What are looking for? Get into your set.
Jordan finds an opening. And he'll have a chance for a three-point play.
At the top, now it's difficult for Detroit to double-team Michael.
All right, less than 6 seconds to go in the first quarter. Jordan will get a shot left of key and hit it. Open shots, they're hitting him, and that'll do it. As the Detroit Pistons.
Here's the 1-4 set.
Jordan. I'll tell you, this is about as bad as the Detroit Pistons have played. The Bulls have had a lot to do with it. Fire screaming at Jack Neese. Jordan coming back. Fake on Dumars, and he hits. Don't forget, Dumars playing with 2 fouls, and Michael Jordan with 13 now.
Well, you can read it in his eyes. As soon as he backed and turned around there, he was going to take Joe because he knew no one could get to him for the double team.
5 out of 6 from the line. Pretty good. It's a 12-point game. Bulls have come back. Jordan. And the Pistons are really upset with themselves for letting Michael Jordan come in unmolested.
Left side, Michael has Isaiah Thomas playing him.
Neely open.
There it is.
Jordan. He had Johnson, he had Thomas, and he scored anyway, and 18 points for Michael Jordan now. Hey. 1 minute remaining in the first half. Jordan gets by the double.
Yeah.
Cartwright. A clinic first half run by the Bulls at both ends. Dumars. Boy, Detroit's got to be shell-shocked at this point. Jordan. This third quarter to set up the fourth, and we still have 2:45 to play here.
See where the offense is. We're way outside. There's still 10 seconds, but they're out past the 3.
And they lost it again.
Sure.
Rodman. Armstrong cuts him off. Yes. By Jordan. What a play by Michael Jordan. On the game.
Now watch, here comes on. Now look to the left of your screen. You'll see him coming. There it is. Big shot blocked.
2 in a row at one time, and that was it. Michael ducks in and gets it. 25 down for Jordan.
What a great move.
Five on the shot clock. Vinnie Johnson on Jordan. Sally comes along to help. Forget it. Jordan again, 29.
That time, that was the best ball movement they've had in about 6 or 7 minutes. They've got to do something defensively over in that huddle of how they're going to cover.
Michael Jordan goes in and draws the foul. Very hard foul, as hard as we've seen, and we've seen a lot of those kind in this series.
You know, at the end of the series last year, Michael Jordan made a great statement. He said, every time I play against Detroit, I feel like I've been in a fight. Watch the forearm right there. That was really a blow. So over the summer, Michael put in $40,000 worth of weights into his house to build up his body so that at this time of the year, he'd have the stamina to withstand this kind of punishment.
He could anticipate it. It wasn't Lambeer anyway, even though you saw the collision. It was Vinnie Johnson with the personal foul.
Yes, but I do believe we saw him get nailed.
If you ask Michael who hit him, he'd know.
That truck get that and a no call, it would have been a layup at the other end.
32 for Michael Jordan, so he has scored at least 30 in 3 of the 4 games.
Checking Paxson all over the place.
Against Dumars, Jordan. Incredible turnaround shot, Hubie.
Well, it was so quick, and by going to the baseline, he took away the opportunity of the double team.
2-2, this series is all even.
You put 22,000 in here if it's possible to be as loud as Chicago.
Well, it's not, Bob, because these new arenas have better acoustics and the sound is lost in here a little bit. When you get in Chicago Stadium, in timeouts, you can't even talk. Your players can't hear you. Last year, I found myself writing notes to the guys trying to communicate with them. So it is very noisy, very loud. The crowd will not win this game, though. I will tell you that. It will be emotional early. Both teams will come out, and then it will settle into a pace, and the team that plays the best basketball will win. The fans will enjoy it, and so will our TV people, but the crowd will not win the game.
You talk about pressure. The guy replacing that net down on the Chicago end as Michael Jordan stalks around the bench. He's under a lot of pressure. The floor and the free throw line. Edwards only 6 of 19 from the free throw line. And, of course, the free throws will play a role in this game. The Chicago Bulls with the opening tip. John Paxson being played by Isaiah Thomas. And will get most of his points from 10 feet in and most off offensive rebounds. Pistons 4-2 over the Bulls.
We get our first chance at Michael Jordan isolating, and you see him going against Dumars and hitting the first shot. Now, Michael in Chicago came out early, and he got everybody else involved, then he got it cranked up. In the last 2 ball games, he's had big fourth quarters. Detroit wants to prevent that tonight.
And they're going to give the ball to Chicago.
They're going to rule that that pass was thrown over the board. There's an invisible line that goes over the glass to infinity. Right here it is.
We didn't get to see it there. The call was that it went over the line.
Well, I don't know what
tied at 25.
Michael threw one in there. I don't know if he was trying to pass or what. I didn't even see that.
It's the Michael Jordan touch. He has 5 at the buzzer ending the first quarter. The Bulls have battled right back in here after Detroit scored 7 straight points. The Bulls went on a run with an 8-0 move, and it's tied at 25. Before the half, Michael misread the shot clock of the game clock. It said 10.9 seconds. He thought it said 1.9. Threw up about a 30-foot prayer of a three-pointer while we were in a replay. He hits the basket, ties it at 25, and that is the definitive Michael Jordan.
Well, Michael laughed at it, too. I mean, you could see the look on his face.
Lambeer sliding away from the screen, he had said. Isaiah missing the long-range shot, and here's Michael. The beautiful hook pass to Horace Grant. And off of Cartwright. Back out to Jordan, who goes down. Oh, what a shovels it left-handed as he fell down.
What a great pass. Oh, my goodness. Michael looked like he banged his knee a little bit. Tremendous pass, left-handed. You say he plays well in the air? Well, he also plays well on the ground. This is Earth Jordan.
Earth Jordan, 44-38. Loses it. Here comes Jordan. Also has Armstrong. The no look. B.J. Armstrong will lay in.
I think
Michael Jordan comes off the weak side out of nowhere, gets the pass from Pippen as everybody's looking for that post-entry pass, and Jordan hits the jumper. Jordan with 1 point in the third quarter, already doubled that output here with only 45 seconds gone in
Jordan, who got back to Dumars, went to the left hand, drew the foul from Sally. The three-point opportunity. Magic Johnson, you're with us across the floor. There's the Jordan penetration and the foul. Magic, tell us a little bit as we look at this replay about repeating. You know about that with the Lakers. Can Detroit keep the fire alive?
Well, they have the fire, but the Bulls have more incentive because, first of all, Detroit beat them last year.
Jordan battling against Dumars down to the paint right now. Paxson finds Jordan. Dumars got out of the picture there. Kicks it back to Pippen. This is a three-pointer for Scottie Pippen.
He's fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. This is when he is extremely dangerous.
This is what they call the 1-4 for Chicago. Jordan out high so he can make the pass, which he does to Grant, the basket, and the foul.
62. Michael Jordan elevating for the Bulls and getting it down behind the foul line. Jordan, no. Rebound tap controlled by Horace Grant. He and Pippen and Perdue. And Jordan and Hodges on the floor. Michael coast to coast and scoops and scores.
It's on the clock. Michael Jordan against Dumars. Dumars has done a whale of a job on Michael tonight. He earned that one, and Michael Jordan now 7 of 17 from the floor. He does have 22 points. Regular season and the playoffs on TNT this year are Emmy nominee Doug Collins, Rick Barry, and Kevin Lockery, and Ron Thulin, and Skip Carey, and Pete Van Wieren, and Craig Sager, and the entire gang. Our producers and director, Craig Silver, and Tom Smith working the game tonight. We hope you've enjoyed our telecast on TNT this year. Marty Aronoff, our statistician, once again proved to be an all-star value for that. And this game is over. The Pistons 97 to 83.
Teams have won every game thus far. This is game 6. Detroit leads it 3 games to 2. 48% at home, only 37% on the road. Boom.
Well, Phil Jackson told us yesterday his team is a lot more confident at home. He knows that they're getting good shots, and they told the coaching staff to keep their heads up because they know that they're going to play their game here.
Michael Jordan played only 39 minutes in Game 5. Here's the jump shot by Jordan. He's got 2 baskets. He sat out 3 minutes of Game 4, and it was interesting to hear Phil Jackson talk about that. He sat down at his own request. Jackson said, when Michael asked to be taken out of the game, I knew he was depleted. Here's another offensive foul.
Well, certainly Michael Jordan's fatigue comes from having to guard Joe Dumars. And you recognize here in an isolation, the Pistons want Michael Jordan to run by as many picks as he can. You saw 2 right there.
In Game 5, but hadn't played that well in the series. He gets an early 2. Jordan. Got the look in his eye.
And then he's got the bounce in his step, too.
18 points.
And the Pistons are back to their game plan, making Jordan work.
Well, in that mano-a-mano, Dumars has 17. Jordan now has 11. Short. Jordan gets his own rebound.
Hearn, his shot is flat. It looks as though he may not be getting leg into it. A little more arc that time.
Horace Grant, he's right at his per-game average in the series. Jordan, fade away.
I think it might be time to settle the team down.
3-minute mark, 3rd quarter. 3-point Chicago halftime lead. They got it as high as 7 in this quarter. Michael Jordan as high as 9, and that's where it is right now. They equal their largest lead of this half. Chicago has not trailed since it was 17-16 Detroit. Jordan for 2 more. And it's a double-digit lead again for the Chicago Bulls. Down to within 3 in a tightly played game. Jordan for 3. The lead is 16.
Spreading the floor, 2 players on the offense on each side as Hodges comes off the double to leave Jordan open down the lane.
Chicago, meanwhile, 10 of 19 in quarter number 3. What a save by Jordan. Pippen. Welcome to the broadcast, Scotty. I was hoping he'd head for you instead of me.
I thought you were going to take a charge on that one. A long shot by James Edwards. I think these guys want this game.
That's a wave that says we're going to Detroit for Game 7. And how has Detroit fared in previous Game 7s? They haven't won one.
Game 7 from the Palace. Piston ball.
For your offense to get the ball to other people. Scottie Pippen will get a rest because he's going to be needed somewhere down here for offense.
Michael Jordan cuts the margin to 3, 7-4, nearing the 8-minute mark at quarter number 1. Back it comes to Lambeer. 3, no. Hodges. Neely had gotten loose down at the other end, but the Bulls will slow it up. Michael Jordan. And it's a 7-6 ball game. He rested the final 156 of the first quarter. Michael Jordan. He's got 8 points now. A little isolation play now for Jordan. Turnaround jumper off the glass. No. Jordan is 3 out of 9. Here's a Grant steal. Vinnie Johnson took an elbow, and Jordan gets the rebound. Set the lineups now. This is Isaiah Thomas guarding B.J. Armstrong. Craig Hodges back in the lineup. Jordan will go to small forward. Cartwright. No call. Blocked by Isaiah Thomas. Here's Dumars. The do-fly chartered aircraft. Here's Michael Jordan from the baseline.
And when we talked about getting Michael Jordan at different parts of the floor to utilize his attack from those areas.
Right now, let's check in with Pat O'Brien. Pat?
Vernon, the last time out the Chicago Bulls, Michael Jordan had his own team meeting on the floor. The coaches had their own meeting, 2 separate meetings. Jordan saying, hey, we are not out of this thing yet. I've never seen him so animated in a huddle. Back to you guys.
All right, Pat, he may have memories of the Detroit comeback back in Chicago when they were down by 19 and cut it to 3 on Memorial Day weekend. Now, they wound up losing that game, but they got right back in it. Here's Isaiah Thomas. Jordan goes by Dumars. Over Edwards, 2 more. Because he gets in 1 of 13. Jordan. Nice soft bounce.
Well, right now, they really don't want to handle the pressure of a 7 game. They're really off. And Detroit's really playing well. But I think the key is Isaiah's really got them going, got them sparked. And the bench, Mark Aguirre and John Sally, really played well for them.
We heard you're taking Isaiah to dinner for congratulations. Is that true?
Oh, yeah. If he come out with this victory, I definitely will. You know, it's just he's a great competitor, and he sparked the Pistons to their lead right now.
Great. Thank you, Magic. Back to you, Vern.
All right, Magic, I think back to what Pat O'Brien said at the beginning of the telecast, Lenny, when he talked to Isaiah this morning. He said, they've got the hunger. They, meaning Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls, but we've got the wisdom. We've been here before.
Well, certainly that makes the difference. But you don't want to put all the pressure, if you're one of the Bulls, on your teammate Michael Jordan. You're part of the floor as well.
Jordan thinks about a 3, but Vinnie Johnson comes out. Johnson on the court now for Detroit. Underneath, there's the thing he sees right there. Perfect example. This is what Chuck Daly wanted. The first 4 points of the quarter belonged to Detroit. And now Jordan posts up and gets 2 more. He's got 24. 50 miles north of downtown Detroit, where the Pistons playing their first game number 7 at home. Michael Jordan count the basket, and he will shoot a free throw.
Well, I mentioned before, the Pistons haven't slammed the door completely. Their turnovers on the other end are adding opportunities for the Bulls. Here, Michael Jordan takes advantage of it. Again, getting pushed off the block where he'd rather be. But this time, he takes the whole interior defense of the Pistons to the basket. Another look, the same thing.
60 average against New York. And then in the Eastern Conference Finals, the average dropped to 30. And this year, Michael Jordan averaged 37 in the first round against Milwaukee, 36 against Philadelphia in round number 2. And in this series, his average has dropped to 32 points per game. So there are reasons why they are acknowledged as the best. The Jordan report, he has been fouled 6 times today. They have made contact with him 26. He's been picked 5 times, knocked down 3, has had to change directions 8, and we'll see if he can go 12 rounds.
You're looking at a team right now fighting for their lives, and they're scratching and clawing.
Michael Jordan with 27. He's hitting 50%, 11 of 22. Lead back to 14. Dumars and Jordan. More magic from Michael. Lambier and John Salmon. Isolation play for Jordan. And Isaiah Thomas ties him up.
Well, the Pistons have moved on, but you really got to feel for this man right here. I mean, playing his heart out, and he recognizes that his team, even though it's 1 game better, they took the Pistons to a 7th game this year, they still didn't bridge that gap. And that is putting them in the upper echelon of teams that wind up playing at the end of the season. You know, they've bounced back a lot during this series. Usually the Pistons have you down, they grab you by the throat. But this time, in this game, the Pistons didn't let go, and the Bulls just couldn't wriggle out of it.
With the shot clock down to 1, Mark McGuire brings it back outside. Well, Phil Jackson said yes, this will be considered a successful season for the Bulls. They went 1 game farther. For the Pistons, nothing but another world championship will do. And they, the Detroit Pistons, will meet the Portland Trail Blazers in the best of 7 beginning Tuesday night on CBS. This stifling Detroit Piston defense holds the Chicago Bulls to 28 of 90, 31%. But Michael Jordan had 31, and he's with Pat O'Brien.
Vern, Michael Jordan here in the midst of the celebration. What are you saying to the other players, Mike?
All you can do is wish them good luck. I mean, you know, we fought hard. You know, they were the better team. We went to a 7-game series. What more can we ask for? You know, we want to be where they are, but we still got to wait our turn. We're still trying to improve our team. They were the better team, and they played better today.
What's your emotion now, Michael? Sadness, frustration?
Yeah, sadly, I'm disappointed, you know, because I wanted to go further. But I got to accept the season that we played. We had a good season. We got this far. We got to look forward to next season. That's the only thing we can do.
Gave it a hell of a run.
Thank you.